Hey everybody, this is Zach from Board with Friends, and we are back in 2020 making another video about the Transformers trading card game, a deck that I had designed based on comments made on my last deck build video, which I think came out in October. It's been a while. I've been busy. Sorry guys. Not my full-time job doing this, unlike other fancier YouTubers, but I appreciate the views who come and, check out what I do. Comment was made when we were going through... Oh no, the comment was made on a Cracking Packs episode where we were looking at the new cards that were coming out, and someone said it would be a really cool idea to combine two characters and it would be a sick combo. I think that was the exact quote. Maybe not. Go back and watch it. But I really love the idea, and I said, I'm going to come up with a deck for this. And I added a little bit onto it as well. So these are the characters that we came up with. The first idea was to take Ratchet from Wave 3 of the Siege line. Ratchet is a pretty cool character here. It's more of a support because of the star amount that you have. He's an 8-star character. And the reason I like him is because, well, one, Ratchet's just a cool character, but he's got 4 attack, 0 defense in vehicle mode, and 14 health. And before the game begins, you may reveal a medic from your deck and put it into your hand. Really cool idea that you can just pull a card from your deck immediately. You already got your starting hand, and Ratchet lets you start with this. I think Wheeljack lets you do Brainstorm at the start, but I like the idea of Ratchet. But the cool thing about Ratchet is when you transform him, when he's in robot mode, he has 3 attack and 0 defense, so his attack goes down, but the neat thing is when you repair damage, this gets +1 attack until end of turn for each damage repaired. So that is the theme of this deck, where I'm going to be building upon. And the suggestion that was made by one of our viewers was to combine him with the Wave 4 character of Raider Chop Shop. Now, usually I try to stick with the theme of I want a completely Autobot team or I want a completely Decepticon team, but this idea was just too cool to pass up, and I wanted to have my go at building a deck around this idea. So Chop Shop, the way he works is he's 4 attack, 1 defense, and 11 health. He's also more of a support character, being only 7-star character. In his alt mode, when you flip to this mode, you may scrap a green card from your hand. If you do, repair 1 damage from each of your characters. If the scrap card has no other battle icons, repair 1 more damage from each of your characters. So, really cool ability. You flip to this, and you play some green cards, and you start healing, which, in turn, will boost Ratchet, because Ratchet doesn't have to be the one doing the healing. As long as you heal, he gets a power boost. Pretty awesome. Chop Shop, when he transforms... when this attacks and you flip at least 1 green, repair 1 damage from this, which in turn would boost Ratchet if you could, get a combo going where you set it up where Ratchet gets also to attack that turn, if you can pull off one of those moves. But really, these two complement each other so much, it's pretty awesome. Now, going off the theme of healing, you notice, hey, that's not a lot of stars that I've used up. Usually when I build decks, the 25 stars gets taken up by the characters, but I did decide to add in a weaponizer character, or a battlemaster character. Sorry, the weaponizers are the bigger ones. Raider Needler. And it just goes off of the theme of healing. So when Needler is a character in bot mode, he has 3 attack, 1 defense, and 10 health. But the neat thing is, enemy characters can't be repaired. So it's... Not only am I building a deck here about healing and boosting my power and stuff like that, I'm also denying my opponent from being able to heal while Needler is in play. So they absolutely are going to want to target Needler in order to be able to fix themselves. But when Needler gets knocked out, he becomes the Steel Bite Incisor Mask, and he's going to grant Pierce 2 to whoever I give it to, most likely Ratchet. And then he also adds +2 defense, which will really help because Ratchet has 0 defense in his robot mode. So just honestly a cool combo going off of these 3 characters. And that does leave a couple extra stars, which I now have built into my battle decks. So I'm just going to move these guys up to the top up here so you can still kind of see them. I did get a nice new playmat. I really like this. I didn't get one with a graphic because I didn't want it to be too gaudy in these videos. But I don't know how I've lived without playmats. This thing is fantastic. But let's take a look at the battle deck that I've built. Now, I'm going to start with the actions, and to nobody's surprise, the first action that I put in this deck, and I only put in one, is a medic. Why not take advantage of Ratchet? If I didn't put a medic in, and the first time I built the deck, I realized I didn't put the medic in, I had to, do a little bit of tweaking and add it in, because I might as well just have that in my hand right off the bat. So we'll start with the actions here, and we'll put a medic right there. Medic, it's a no battle icon card, which is why I don't particularly care for it. I like having battle icons. I don't like flipping blank ones, although there are some decks that you can build now with the newer sets that there are characters who play off of no battle icons, which is really cool. But this deck requires some battle icons. Medic just repairs 2 damage from one of your characters. The next thing I added in is Smelt. Smelt is a green and blue battle icon card. Your opponent chooses one of their upgrades and scraps it. So it's not really playing off of the theme of healing, but it does have the green icon, which helps chop shop, and it's a way to mess with my opponents and just take care of their stuff. Because I can't just go 100% healing and hope. I gotta have some sort of plan here. Hopefully it's a good plan. The next thing I added is 2 reprocesses. Not only is Chop Shop on this card, but it plays off of his ability perfectly because it is just a green battle icon. Scrap an upgrade from any character, repair 2 damage from that character. So I can get rid of some upgrades, I can heal, I can boost Ratchet, I can have some fun with this. And I can play that card and boost Chop Shop as well. The next thing I put in is 2 Brainstorms, because I want to be able to play multiple actions on my turn, and I like Brainstorm. It's a fantastic card, and it adds a little bit of blue to the deck. I've then added a Treasure Hunt, just one of them. It gives an orange pip. Scrap the top 4 cards of your deck, put all upgrades scrapped this way into your hand. Helps me get some upgrades and to hopefully give Ratchet some defense, because he's got no defense. So pop that over there. Now, this is one of the newer Wave 4 cards. I added 2 Deciphers. It adds the green battle icon, but it also adds the black battle icon, which gives Pierce when you flip it, which is going to be crucial, especially as I start boosting their attack powers. For each enemy secret action that's face up or face down, I do 1 damage to each enemy. It's very specific. If my opponent's not playing secret actions, that's not going to help me. But I do really like the card, especially for the battle icons, and if they are playing secret actions, that is going to help me a lot. So we're going to pop that right there. Now we get into my favorite thing, because I do like secret actions a lot, is I added some into the deck here. So we have Hijack. This is another black pip and green pip combo. Hijack is you reveal if your opponent would draw a second card during their turn. When revealed, if your opponent would draw a card this turn, you draw the card instead. So really neat way to get me some cards if they're about to pull some. I mean, it may not trigger, it may, but if it does trigger, I'm going to get a lot of cards in my hand, so I like that a lot. Running out of room here. Next, one of my star cards I added in is Heroic Resolve. This adds 2 blue icons, and what it does is if one of my Autobots would take enough attack damage to be knocked out, when revealed, instead the character takes enough attack damage to be at 1 health. Then put this card into my knockout area. So it's a way for me to protect Ratchet, because basically this entire deck is built around Ratchet's ability to forgive the pun, ratchet up his attack power and, kill my opponents. He's going to be my big heavy hitter, but Chop Shop's no slouch either. I mean, he's got some decent attack power as well. Now we have another star card, Even the Score. This adds 2 orange icons. What this does is reveal when one of your Decepticons takes more than enough attack damage to be knocked out. When revealed, do the extra attack damage to the attacker. Then put this card into your knockout area. So having Chop Shop and, what is his name? Needler in this deck, there's 2 chances for me to get this working. Now we move into another secret action. I just really like this one, Backfire. So when one of the Decepticons defends, when revealed, do damage to the attacker equal to the number of upgrades on that attacker. So if I play this right, I know my opponent's going to attack, Needler. I could play this really early. Hopefully if they have some upgrades, that's going to hurt them too. Really cool card. And I like the artwork on it. Then we have Battlefield Report. This is the last of the secret actions I put in this deck. When one of the characters defends, I draw 2 cards, then put a card from the hand on top of the deck. So kind of a way to do focus. Without having focus, I guess. Now we move into my upgrades. So these are all the actions I've put in, and all the secret actions. I've added in 1 Medic's Protective Field. Try to get this thing to focus. When you put this on a character, repair 1 damage from it, and safeguard 3. So if I get this early game, safeguard's really going to be helpful. Or if I can get them healed back up to full health, and there's a lot of healing in this deck, so it's very possible. Safeguard 3 makes it so that they can't take more than 3 damage while undamaged. But I can put it on there and immediately heal them. So hey, if they only had 1 damage, it might kick in with the safeguard right away. Then I added 3 escape routes. I never liked this card when I first saw it. I didn't see the potential of it, but then I really started thinking about, hey, this is Transformers. I should be transforming these guys back and forth and taking advantage of that. And Escape Route is a great way to do it. It's a white and green battle icon card. The other one was white, by the way, if you didn't actually look at the screen. Escape Route, flip one of your characters from bot mode to alt mode, which will be helpful, especially with Chop Shop, if I want to get him back and forth. I can't really think of a reason to flip Ratchet back to vehicle mode, unless somehow my opponent forces me to transform him. But really, that's a way to get Chop Shop's ability, kicking into high gear and doing multiple transforms on a round. Then we add in another Green Pip only icon, Rest and Relaxation. Repair 1 damage from one of your characters. So it's a repair ability, but it ties into Chop Shop, which is why I want these in the deck. And the green icon is super helpful because if you flip them, you can sacrifice a card from your hand, you can scrap it, and pull a card back up. Pull that green up battle icon into your hand. So this is a way to get the cards I want, which I really love. Then we have 2 Scrounge cards. This is orange and green, and scrap the top card of your deck. If it's an upgrade, you may play it. So I got a lot of upgrades in here that's going to be really helpful. I'm sorry, I thought I was out of actions. I must have, I misread those. I had this planned, folks. Anyway, another upgrade, Combat Dagger, is a combination orange and black. I really like the black battle icon. I think it's great to add Pierce, especially for the characters who don't have high attack value. It's going to guarantee a few hits get in. And this icon is just fantastic, honestly, for what it does. But this card, it adds bold 1. That's really all it does, but it's a good flip card, and it's a good one to have in there, especially in the early game. Then we put in Metal Detector. We have 2 of these in this deck. This adds a black and a green. When the upgraded character attacks, you reveal the top card of your deck. If it's an upgrade, you may play it. So it's just more ways to get the upgrades out. I also added in 2 Pocket Processors. Pocket Processor, at the start of your turn, you draw a card. It's a green icon only card, so again, playing off of Chop Shop. And the healing ideas, and basically just gets me more cards. Gets me the cards I want. Now I added in this card as well. This is Toolbox. This is from Wave 4. It is green only, and if damage would be repaired for the upgraded character, instead repair that much damage plus 1. I wanted to add 2 of these into the deck. Unfortunately, I only have 1 Toolbox, so I thought I had 2. I don't. So I got 1 in here. Now, to get a little bit more attack power in, I added in the attack drone. I like the attack drone a lot because it's stackable. It also adds to the green icons, and it gives me some more white icons so I can flip more cards. But when you put this on a character, you may play another attack drone, and then up to 3 attack drones can fit in 1 weapon slot. None of these guys have multiple weapon slots, so this is a great way to add in a few extra upgrades. And it just adds plus 1 attack for each attack drone you add into the game, onto the character. And we put on, I'm just going to switch hands here, we put on Backup Beam. So this is blue and green, and it adds bold 2. Just a little bit more. We have a bashing shield. I added 2 of these in. It's orange and green. Gives +1 defense, and when you put this on a character, you can scrap an enemy armor, so I can mess with my enemies some more. And then we have 2 Enforcement Batons, which add orange and green for the pips, and gives +1 attack. When you put this on a character, I scrap an enemy weapon, so I'm boosting my guys and messing with them. Not really going off the healing factor, but just cool cards. And because, for the heck of it, because I had 1 star left, I added in an Indestructible Sword. It's got +2. It's got 2 black battle icons, which so guarantee 2 pierce when I flip it. And when this is scrapped from a character, I get to return it to my hand. So it doesn't go into my scrap pile. I get to keep this, and I get to play it over and over again once I actually get it into my hand. Another reason why I like these draw cards things, because this does not have a green icon on it. If I flip it, yeah, it's cool, I'm getting the 2 pierce, but it's going in my scrap pile, and it's going to be a while before I get it. But really neat, putting these all together. This is the deck I came up with. I'm not sure if anyone has any comments on it, if they have suggestions to tweak it. I haven't gotten a chance to playtest this one yet. I'm hoping to get a game in soon where I can really, play through and see how this works and fine-tune it more. But that's the point of these videos. This is what I came up with for the deck, and I think it's a really neat idea. So I really thank that comment on there. I probably never would have thought, maybe I would have come up with it, but I'm not going to give myself that much credit, to combine Chop Shop and Ratchet. Because, like I said, I don't think that way. I don't normally want to combine Decepticon and Autobot teams. To me, it doesn't work. Unless, it's a character-driven thing. That's just the way I am. But I could not ignore how cool that idea was. And then adding a Needler into the mix just to mess with my opponent and make it so that they can't heal while Needler is out. Just a fantastic combination. So, like the cool kids do, please like, comment, and subscribe if you have any ideas on how to tweak the deck. And just overall, thanks for watching. We make these videos for everybody to enjoy. Transformers is multi-generational for fans. I should probably say this at the beginning of the video in case Kappa's watching or whatever. But honestly, anybody can watch these videos. They are made for everybody. They're not just for kids. And I'm going to keep making them until somebody yells at me to stop or I just get bored. But I'm having a blast with it, and I hope to see you next time.